Welcome to the Invention Licensing Show. I'm your host, David Fedewa, and I'm here to help you license your product. And today we're going to go over the superpowers of licensing deal closers. So let us jump right in. This is such an exciting topic because through my own personal experience, I have seen this, right? I had gone through and tried to negotiate my own deals, messing up, screwing up, having the deal fall through, and then over time I started seeing what works. All right, and then I started closing deals. I had gone through probably between 6 and 10 negotiations myself, bombed them, right? But then I closed 3 deals in a row, and I kind of did a self-analysis. What was different, right? Why did those 3 deals close where the previous 6 to 10 or so? I mean, this was 8 or 10 years ago, so I don't know the exact number, but it was 6 to 10 deals that didn't close, all right, and then 3 in a row closed. What was the difference? And so I always thought about that, and I tried to figure out the difference. Now, coaching hundreds of people through this process, getting successful licensing deals, I get the opportunity to see those that successfully close deals and those that don't. There is a difference between the actions that those that successfully close those deals and those that don't. And that's what I found so fascinating. And that's the superpower I want to share with you today. And that superpower is questions. It's questions because questions focus your potential licensee in on the right things. See, there's a lot of things that take place between interest and closing the deal. Between interest and closing the deal, there's a lot of different paths and a lot of different things that can occur between those 2 points. And it's those that keep their potential licensee focused on getting the product to market that will be and use the superpower of deal closing. And so that is difficult to understand unless you are in the situation and are seeing it live and are understanding it live on how it's actually working. And what I mean by that, let me give you some imagery to help you. When you're going through the process, point A and point B, point A being where you are now with a product and maybe interest. Point B is a deal. Between those 2 things, there's a lot of different things that can happen. But the point B for potential licensee is them making money. So their fastest route from A to B is making money. But there's these other things like patents and contracts and all these other steps that can be taken but are not necessary to actually them making money. And so when a deal can get derailed by intellectual property, it's usually a very important component to making the deal work, but it's not imperative for them to make money to make sure that the patent status is all perfect. And so when you use your questions, you can ask them, well, what are the next steps on moving this product forward? Or, when we launch this product, or when do you want to launch this product? Oh, you want to launch it in 6 months? Well, what do we need to do today to make that happen? And those are the type of questions that can take a product that's getting derailed into these side, projects of where's the intellectual property status? We need to get attorneys involved. We need to have them review all this stuff. And that can take a project off the rails and sometimes derail it completely. So a question that gets it back on the rails is, when do you want to launch this and what do we need to do today to make that happen? That's the important part of this, is that you're getting them back on track to get your product to make them money. Because as soon as it starts making them money, it makes you money. And then while that does happen, right, they will make sure that, patents and contracts and all the other extra things are in line. But if their focus is not on that end goal, it can get derailed and you can lose out on an opportunity. There's a clock that actually starts. It's not an actual clock, it is a subconscious clock. When you start a project with a company, if you don't continually move this through in a process towards their goal of launching, then a lot of times they can lose interest, right? And so these side projects can deter the project from closing and moving to market for months. You can get onto a patent tangent for 3 to 6 months, and that might kill the deal. And so what I want to tell you is that questions, get their focus back where it needs to be to get their product to market so that it makes them money. And that's your objective as the inventor and deal closer, is you need to make sure that their objective is always focused on how do we get this product to market so we can start making money. The other stuff will come along. That's the superpower I want to share with you today. If you can get those questions in at the right time and the right questions, then you will get those deals closed. I hope you enjoyed that episode of License Your Invention with David Fedewa. I am your host, David Fedewa. And as you know, I'm always here to help you license your products. I coach and teach people every day this process and help them close their deals. So check out inventtribe.com. We'll put a link right below. And the next episode is a success story from Susan. I'm going to be telling the story from what she has experienced to get her deal closed and her product on her way to the shelf.